Okay, so here we have the thermostat housing and the return housing for the cooling system that mounts to the engine. What I'm going to end up doing, we're going to go to the AN, put some AN line for our radiator hose. So I'm going to cut this guy off right there. Same thing with here. I have bungs, and I'm going to weld them on. Mount this radiator. I'm going to do the same thing with the radiator there. I'm going to cut these guys off and weld bungs. Okay, so here they are cut. Still need to do a little cleaning so I could have a clean surface to weld. But beyond that, so as you can see, it has a shoulder that is supposed to recess into it to turn it. So it slides in, then I can weld it. And here we have it. This is how it's going to look. It's all said and done. Thermostat sensor goes there, so as you can see, it clears it really nicely. Should seal it nicely. We just weld around here. I do need to clean it up. I'll probably hit it with the die grinder and 40 grit sand disc to get all that crud out, get a nice clean surface to weld onto. Here I'm getting ready, and I'm gonna weld this guy up, then I'll weld the next guy and throw you guys on a time lapse. This has these AM fittings, these weldable AM fittings have an inset. So as you can see it, the inset's there, and then you weld around it. So we're hoping between that inset and the weld around it, it's more than enough to keep anything from leaking. It's not real high pressure. It's not a really high pressure system going through the coolant system, so I'm thinking we're safe. So fingers crossed. Because this is all said and done, hopefully I can bolt these up to the engine. I'll make that cover plate. We'll weld that on there, and then this whole system will be all said and done because I do have the AN lines already set and made up. So here are our Dash 20 AN lines with the fittings. Yeah, they're a little dirty because they've been hanging out, you know, but that be damned. They're right here. Going for that race car feeling because, you know, you can't. You know what I mean? Not only gotta look the part, you gotta be the part. Not a what? Did I just fuck that up? Yeah. Anyways, forget anything I said.
Alright, fellow, what are you about to do?
Plug this radiator up.
Is that mess? The mess that I sent me? Hopefully that'll do the same thing though. Talking a lot of shit, then I'll look really bad. Which one's your best helmet?
The one with the teeth. It's the new one.
Come on vacation and they put me to work.
That's how it always is at Meter's house. It's like, come to California, they said. The weather's awesome, they said. There's so much to do. So many outdoor activities.
This is outdoor activities.
This is technically
this is Essence outdoor activities.
I mean, there's a huge door open, so.
Not cardboard. Cardboard.
this nice stand plug. Good job, fella.
Thank you, thank you.
All in a day's work, huh?
Yeah, all the day's work. Although the boss left mad right now.
So we have Pelon here making a radiator fan bracket.
French shroud.
It's not a shroud really, it's more like a bracket.
It's a French shroud.
It's not a shroud, it's a bracket. Because it's not fully encasing it, so it's not a shroud, it's a bracket.
It's a French shroud.
It's a hybrid. It's a hybrid.
It's tacked up, now I need to weld it.
Come here.
So we've been working on trying to find out a way to mount the condenser fan. It used to mount onto the radiator. Obviously we can't do that because now we're using the half radiator. So what we did is we fabricated a bracket here on the top, and then we also needed to fabricate small little tabs to put on top of the condenser fan so we can bolt it in. Alright, so this is the condenser fan that we're going to be using. These are the brackets that would normally bolt up to the full radiator that we no longer have. So what we did is we fabricated this bracket that comes along the body, so we can mount this on the bottom, but as you can tell we have little notches there. So what we did is we created these little tabs to go over it, and then that way we can drill a hole and then just put a bolt straight through it, making it easier to take off and put back on.
Alright, so now here I need to modify the condenser fan. So I sectioned this section out because I needed it to be shorter. So I cut it out. I needed this piece, and I'm gonna weld him there so that this guy right here falls into this grommet, and then this grommet on this bracket that Josh cut on the CNC plasma cutter falls in there, and then we're gonna weld this bracket onto the chassis, and then that's gonna complete the installation of our condenser fan. So right now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna weld this, get this all welded up, then I'm gonna go and weld this guy on.